Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tejano Time Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Keith Leal, and along with our special guest today. All right, it is a great day today, and our special guest here, we want to welcome for the very first time here to the show, and to remind everybody out there, this is the episode 3, should I add? Okay, all right, episode 3, Combative Chronicles, featuring professional boxers out of Arizona and other cities out there throughout the state of Arizona, Texas, and beyond. Again, to everybody that's watching right now, we want you to share the video before we get there, before we get started here. Just share the live if you're out there tuned in right now. But for the very first time, I would like to welcome to the show here Mr. Rogelio Jose Camarena, right?
Yeah, thank you, Keith. Yeah, Rogelio Yafe Camarena, but I have my grandpa's name Jose, so.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Well, there you go, Rogelio. Well, we definitely appreciate you, my brother, joining us here on the third episode here of Combative Chronicles, all being brought to you by a great friend of ours. It's been in the business for some time here, Mobile Combatives Medical, okay, out of Arizona as well, being sponsored this show here. Again, this is I would say amateur turned pro fighter. He's been doing this for a little while right now, should I say? Okay, so you were born and raised in Arizona.
Yeah, I was born in Yuma, Arizona. My dad, he's Panamanian. He comes from Panama, and had me, with my mom in Yuma, and I grew up out here in Phoenix, and now I'm over here in Old School Boxing Gym, Phoenix.
Awesome. That's right. We're going to get to all the details on that from the gym that you were previously with, and the reason you left the other gym to be at the gym that you're at right now. But let's get everything started here. Straight out of high school, you joined the Marines.
Yeah, I played baseball my whole life. So I played baseball from 4 to 18, and I quit.
Okay.
So it was just a little bit of, politics, like anybody else.
Right.
Playing with that high school from sophomore to senior year in varsity, but I was never getting played, and I was hanging out with the wrong crowd a little bit, and end up having to get out of here, to straighten up. So went to the Marine Corps as a cook, not wanting to go anywhere. I kind of thought I was going to be safe getting deployed anywhere. And ended up in Afghanistan within a month, getting out of boot camp. I was already getting slated to go to Afghanistan, and I think I sent you some videos of me sparring out there in Afghanistan back in the day. So what basically got me into boxing was I made the Marine Corps boxing team back in 2012. A guy named Jesse Ravallo, he was the head coach of the team. He gave me an opportunity, but the issue was I had to deploy first. When I came back, they disbanded the team, and at the time, Jamal Herring was on the team. He ended up going Olympics. Jamal Herring, he fought, I think, Court Stevenson. He lost him, and there's a lot of talent on the team, but I was never able to compete. So it was something that I kept wanting to go for. And around 2014, I got out to the Marine Corps, and I had my first amateur fight a little after. And I just ended up going to school. I ended up going to school at my master's degree. Went to Northern Arizona University. So everybody has their own reasons why they joined the sport. Mine was I love boxing my whole life. I used to, even when I played baseball, go to these gyms and spar these studs that have all the talent and all the all the tools they need, whether it's the sparring. I didn't know what I was really doing. I just loved to do it, and I guess I didn't get beat up enough to not stop doing it, so I just kept going. That's a little bit of my background. So I ended up coming back home, and I had 2 amateur fights only because I was going for my master's degree, and I ended up for Department of Veterans Affairs since 2017. So that's what I work for now. Now I'm helping veterans with their disabilities, trying to get them compensated. And this past year, I got my first fight in March, my first professional fight. So it took me a little while. 2019, I had my professional license, but I had my coach at the time passed away, and then 2020 happened. I really didn't, I didn't have nothing. I didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
Have a fight. And then I came here to old school boxing gym, and just trying to get on these shows, which is a whole nother aspect that I had no idea about. Being with promoters and selling tickets, and not knowing who you're gonna fight, and then pulling out. I wish I would have had more amateur fights just to kind of, go through that motion like a lot of these guys. But I said F it. I went for my my first fight, and now I'm slated to go December 2nd again for my second fight at 168 pounds.
Wow, amazing. And Rogelio, we have some video clips here that you want to share, and I'm not sure what, I guess, well, this must be from your first pro fight, correct? The one that you have here that we want to share with everybody out there. We want to get familiar with the guy. Again, if you don't know this guy, follow him on social media. You guys get to check out the next fight, know when he's going to be fighting, when his next opponent's going to be, and whatnot. We'll get to all the details on where you can follow him on social media, or even he might have his own website or something like that we'll get to later on in the show. Before we wrap things up, we'll definitely get all that information to you guys, so that way you'll be able to follow him and keep up with all the latest on Rogelio himself. All right, so let me get to that clip, one of those clips. I know we've got two of them. Definitely got two, but I'm going to show one here. I'm going to show one, and then I'm going to show the other one. I guess it's from two different views. And after the video, I'll let you explain what happened during that session right there. All right, so just give us a second here. We're going to throw this up right quick, guys. And you guys that are watching out there, again, share the live. All right, we definitely want you to share the live. We'll be right back here in just a few. I want you guys to check this clip out, and we'll be right back here in just a few seconds. All right, Rogelio, that was so. Take us back to that fight right there. That was your very first professional fight, pro fight, correct?
Yes, it was, and like I said, it was just a journey getting that first fight. I had other fights cancel, I'll sell tickets, have to give it back to the promoters, or I owed them money for a ticket. That's a lot of things that I didn't know going into the business. But yeah, that night was pretty crazy, And with that guy, he was a southpaw. I think he had MMA fights. It was really just awkward, and I was trying to take my time, and at the end, I just tried to break him down and get to his body. That was probably the first time I really went to his body and tried to get him out of there that first round. So luckily it happened that way. But,
for sure. Yeah. And being that that's your first pro fight, he has another fight coming up, ladies and gentlemen, December the 2nd. Do you have your opponent for December 2nd? I know it's just around the corner. You should, or you don't. A lot of fighters don't say anything, or they don't have that information yet till probably a week or two prior to the fight.
Yeah, I mean, they gave me a contract 3-4 weeks ago. I signed it. I still haven't heard anything yet, but I think they're figuring that out.
Cool.
So
good deal. So again, if you guys are watching out there, watching the podcast, definitely drop some comments in the box if you want to know a little bit more about Rogelio. Let's see here, we got a couple of people out there who's to Anna Marie Lopez is watching, of course. That's right. Just a big shout out to her. Mobile Combative's medical there out of Phoenix as well. And so she's sending out shout outs to everybody else. Definitely that's on the team out there, and whatnot, to tune into the live. So yes, a big shout out to everybody out there that's watching, throughout our social media platforms. Again, December 2nd. So he will have that. We'll get to his social media in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys are interested in following him, definitely check it out. We've got some more clips coming up in a little bit more, and we got some also some definitely some photos that we'd like to share with everybody out there as well. A couple of photos here we're going to share with somebody out there, that everybody that's tuned in. Okay, check this one out right here. Now, the guy that you're standing with there on the right side of your picture, who is that guy?
That's my boy, man. That's Hubert Mason. He's a big
Mason.
boy, big guy, man. He's really what got me to this gym.
Yeah.
Before the gym, I wouldn't, and I knew him since the older gym. I knew him before he was really into boxing, and I knew him since he was a teenager. And he's real heavy-handed, talented. Unfortunately, had a real bad accident in his bike. I want to say 9 months ago, and from what I know, I think he wants to come back. But I know injuries like that takes a lot of time to heal.
Right. Oh yeah.
But yeah, that guy, and every time I get hit by people, I always try to measure it to how hard Mason hits me, because that motherfucker usually hit me really hard.
Yeah.
This guy don't hit as hard as Mason, so Mason's good people, and he had his fight. He's 1-0 and he's good people.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a tough guy. He looked like he can knock the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Definitely.
You don't take it easy. Sometimes he's like, all right, man, he's trying to drop everybody while he's sparring. So
Yeah. Awesome. So, Rogelio, what is your, being a, again, amateur turned pro fighter right now? You're waiting on your second fight. Well, you definitely have a date for your second fight. Just waiting on your opponent, which should be coming in a matter of weeks or so prior to your fight and all that. You're training right now. Currently training. You're at the gym right now. So, again, you work a 10-hour day at your job. Over at the VA. Like he's taking care of a lot of the veterans and stuff like that, which is good. So, thank you. Definitely thank you for your service, and thank you for what you do for our country and all that whatnot. 10-hour days and then going to the gym after the fact to go out and put some hours in to train. It's tough. How do you juggle that?
I wish I knew too. I wish I knew. At the end of the day, I think if you want it hard enough, and that's for everybody, listening. Honestly, it really motivates me. Kids here all the time. Everybody, they're always here.
Yeah.
I've been to different gyms, but this gym is special. This gym has a lot of good vibes, a lot of good. There's no too much envious vibes around here, and I really like that about this gym. So I can't really say. Some days I find myself 10 hours on a computer, can barely open my eyeballs, and I'm sparring some guys just going crazy. And I'm like, it's pretty crazy, But I think I only have this part of my life, being able to push as hard as I can, and we'll see what happens. I consider myself lucky, if anything, that I'm able to be healthy and treat myself the best I can, and I think that's key, because I had my points in my life, early 20s, mid 20s, going to school every day, and I would have a six pack every day. Have a six pack, just trying to get by with these classes, and you can't maintain life like that. I rather maintain life working 10-hour shifts instead of being at some club at 2-3 in the morning and going to work hungover. I'd rather do this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know that feeling. Getting to work hungover. Yes, definitely know that feeling. When the sun is coming up, you're going home. You know what I mean? That's a bad.
You know how it is.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. So right now you're at Old School Boxing. That's where you train currently. Prior to that, you were at Central Boxing Gym, and you had a guy by the name of Tom Garcia, which is no longer with us, and that was someone that was special to you, right?
Yeah, he was. He was the first, real coach I ever had in my life. And right when I got out, he saw me spar once, and he trained me for my first fight. And he was a good guy, He was a good guy. He had health problems, diabetes, and actually the owner of the gym too, Alex, passed away this past year too. So
oh wow.
Everybody knows Central Boxing Gym out here in Phoenix. I used to see David get there back in the day before he, before he blew up. And Jose was big, not him. So it's a lot of talent out here, and yeah, it was it was unfortunate it happened to him, but ended up in a better situation, and rest in peace to everybody that passed away.
Yeah.
The last couple of years in Central.
Definitely. So your ultimate goal right now for 2024, Rogelio, is to probably, I would say, get another fight in there pretty. I mean, after your last one here to close out the year, and it's to make sure you're healthy and you're ready to go and to get another fight as soon as possible. Because you want to continue your journey, obviously, and you want to make a statement, you want to make a name for yourself. And what else? I mean, what do you have in store for us in 2024? What does it look like right now?
Well, it starts off, December 2nd, and get through that. And I have a good team here. There's a lot of talent here, a lot of studs, and I mean, I'll be 32 next year in March, and I'm gonna just do the best I can all year and see what opportunities come my way. But it's just a little difficult in my position because I only have 2 amateur fights, and I either got to sell a lot of tickets or these promoters have to like me. So
yeah.
I have to try my best to, show up to these events professionally and do my best, and hopefully they have me back on. But yeah, I'm gonna take a day at a time. That's been my mentality for really 10 plus years. Trying to live this crazy world we all live in. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of going on there. So we all going back to what inspired you to become a professional boxer. We all know that you were in the Marine Corps, and a lot of things that you did there when you were like basically overseas as well. That was something that you did there on the side, and you liked it, and you liked what you did there. So then that's what you took upon to continue to do that when you got out. How long were you over in Afghanistan?
I was there for 9 months.
For 9 months?
So, yeah, I was at Bob Whitehouse, if anybody's listening knows that. So there's an actual camp in there called Camp 11. It's like the main camp. And outside the camp is little small FOBs, we call them. Those are little camps, little mini camps.
Right.
And I was out at Bob Whitehouse for 9 months, and yeah, it changed my life. I was 19, I turned 20 out there. And in my mind, I was going to be in the Marine Corps boxing when I came back, and it didn't happen. And I don't regret it. I ended up going on another deployment. I went to Japan, and yeah, I love boxing. And I think anybody who watches it can kind of picture themselves in there throwing punches. And I test myself, and I try to calibrate how well I do with these studs that have been doing it their whole life. The day comes where I'm getting my ass kicked in sparring all the time, and I guess it's fit for me, but I try to at least stick it in there with them and compete.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
That's my reason why I can't really say that I have, because I thought I was going to play for the New York Yankees growing up, playing baseball.
Playing baseball, right? Yeah.
I wanted to play for the New York Yankees, and that didn't happen. So I think living life this way, day by day, and just really building relationships. That's really where I'm at now in my life. That I met so many great people at this gym, and inspire me, and I'm always support the kids coming out the gym and the pros coming out the gym. We got Sergio Checo Rodriguez out here. We have Adrian Suavecito. His last name's Rodriguez too.
Yeah.
We have a lot of talent out there. A lot of people at my gym, and I'm just, I just happened to get here with Mason. It just became natural. I didn't look for it. I just kind of naturally earned my stripes here. And, I'm just day at a time. I don't want to set my feet on the Yankees next year. That's why I don't want to make predictions. That's what I did my whole life.
Right.
I think you put too much pressure on yourself when you think you want something, when you end up getting a better outcome and going a different route.
Yeah. That's for sure. You're true. You're right. Definitely right about that. As the Rogelio, definitely. So with dealing with, again, you were an amateur fighter, turn pro, which doesn't really make to me. It doesn't. I mean, pro amateur, you're still fighting regardless. You know what I mean. So you take the proper preparations and stuff like that. Should I say? How do you deal with the physical and mental challenges of being a professional boxer? I know that there's a lot that goes on. You know what I mean. Whether you're amateur, whether you're pro, to me, it's all you're basically on your level to where your physical and mental is going to be almost in the same state of mind. You know what I mean. So how do you deal with that?
Well, like I said, just trying to keep up with these guys who've been doing it their whole life here. I've been playing sports my whole life, and I understand preparation and just hard work and training and not using any, not knowing not to have any excuses if you did everything right. I mean, it's not really about the win for me. It's more just being prepared and putting my best version of myself. I think you put too much pressure on yourself when you think too much about the outcome. When you're just going day by day, working hard, you'll probably end up getting the outcome you want.
Right.
It's pretty much for everything in life. If you think you're going to be at the position you are at your job the following year, by thinking about it too much, it's going to take you in circles stressing about it. So it's like in life, you just do it, take a step at a time, and end up having some bloody noses.
Oh yeah.
I had a bursted eardrum when I first came back. I had a bursted eardrum, bloody noses, bruised ribs before my first professional fight. But I wanted it, I wanted to keep going, and it ended up just working out. And now December 2nd, hopefully wrap up this year strong.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, like I said, it takes a toll. It takes a lot. You know what I mean? Day in, day out. Again, he's at the gym right now. Currently, if you guys are watching right now, we got some people that are watching. I'm gonna send some shout outs right quick here. Ernest Garza is watching. Manuel Castañeda is watching as well. Mary Ellen Botello también. Gracias. Thank you so much. Michael Flores, Fernando Garza, Inés Molina. Un saludo. Sorry, to a big shout out to another talk show who's watching. Puro Pedo talk show is watching. Thank you so much. Frankie Caballero Jr. is watching as well. You guys out there, I see Ana Ramirez, Mary Moniz Baez también is watching. Joe Gonzalez, Antonio Lopez, a lot of people out there watching the show right now. Thank you so much. We do definitely appreciate you guys, that are checking us out. Johnny Hernandez también, un saludo. Isaac Rodriguez is watching the show as well. So big shout out to everybody that's got us tuned in. Share the live, guys. We definitely want you to share the live today, tomorrow, overnight, whenever you guys get an opportunity to share the live here. We're talking to Rogelio, all right? Rogelio is like I said, he was a amateur fighter turned pro. He's had his first pro fight already. This is going on his second, which is December the 2nd. Okay, that'll be his second fight. Where can anyone look you up on social media there, Rogelio, to find you, and if they wanted to follow you, keep up with all that's happening with you?
No, you can follow me. I have a Facebook account, Rogelio Camarena. I have an Instagram, Arcademy11. So Instagram at Arcademy11. So it's Arcademy11.
Arcademy11, yeah.
I don't know how I figured it out. What I need to figure out is a nickname for myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
They grew up calling me Roger, because I grew up in the East Valley here. They didn't know how to pronounce Rogelio.
Oh, really?
I love this gym too, because I got a lot of my people here that know how to pronounce my name finally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I think I need a cool nickname if I want to, keep going with this. It's kind of hard to sell the Rogelio or Roger as a nickname, but yeah, Arcademy11 Instagram and Facebook, Rogelio Camarena.
Definitely. So right now you are currently at Old School Boxing Gym right now. He's getting some training time in, and we're taking away that training time from him right now. But it's all for a great cause. He wants to get his name out there. He definitely wants to share all the information that he has and what he does on a daily basis out there to prepare. And like I said, he's got his career, his job during the day and whatnot. And it's a 10-hour day. Then he goes into the gym a couple of hours in the evening. He was actually, prior to the interview, was about to go for a run. And it started raining out there you're like, wow, it's raining in Arizona.
Oh yeah, first time this year, so it's pretty crazy.
Definitely. So, Rogelio, being that you're at Old School Boxing right now, a lot of great fighters have run through there. I'm just trying to say. I want to say that. I think we might have just frozen up right there a little bit, but hopefully it'll come right back in there. But you definitely have a lot of fighters have went through there through that there at Old School Boxing, and right now, what is who have you seen come through that gym right there that you actually look up to?
Well, dude, like I was saying earlier, we have Sergio Checo Rodriguez. He has big knockouts on ESPN.
Yeah.
We have Adrian Suavecito Rodriguez. I think he was on a Jake Paul undercard when he was out here fighting one of the Silva, I think. There's a Cuban kid out here. He's really good people too. Daniel Santiago. He's a young Cuban fighter. There's a lot of fighters out here. Fabian Rojas here, Duro. There's a lot of fighters here. There's so many of them that I had Donito Donaire here a couple months ago sparring that Daniel Santiago guy, that Cuban kid I was telling you about. And it's crazy, I wouldn't be surprised who walks through this gym, and I think it's because of the environment. There's no craziness here. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Go in there and you get your work in. It doesn't get any better than that. You know what I mean? How long have you been there at Old School Gym since you left the other one? How long have you been training there?
I want to say mid-August 2021 when I started running with them. Got over here, Coach Cruz. He trained me for my first fight. I'm gonna be with Coach Mingo Velasquez the second fight. His son's a fighter too. Both his sons are badass fighters. Brian Velasquez and Carlos Velasquez. Carlos. Yeah, and that's another thing. All the coaches here are like family. There's not. You go to some other gyms, there's a little bit of division in the gym. There's like little groups and little cliques, but this gym, everybody knows each other, and I think that makes it easier for me because. I have my work schedule. Everybody has a work schedule. Everybody has to pay bills. Has a life. This doesn't pay bills that well yet. But I think that's the best part too. A lot of these coaches here that I see put in the work, guys, and I never had a coach like that. And I played baseball from 4 to 18, and I had a lot of coaches, and I never had anyone close to me the way I felt like in this sport.
Yeah. Amazing. That's outstanding. So what do you consider to be your greatest strengths right now? Your greatest strength as a boxer?
My greatest strength, I want to say just my mind to adapt. Having to know when to go hard, when to play smart. It's not a race. It's once that bell rings, I have to see what the other opponent or whoever I'm sparring is bringing to me. I've never been the type to go. I mean, when I was younger, I used to go rush and bull rush and just throw a bunch of punches. But as you get older, you end up getting a bruised rib. You end up getting bloody noses. End up getting eardrums. So you got to play it smart, because it's deadly in there. And you can get hurt really badly with these guys that just become so natural to them. They'll counter you with a body shot, and that's a broken rib.
Broken rib, yeah.
You blow it, your nose will get busted, and it's just so natural for them. And I'm trying to get to that point too, where I'm naturally throwing, some nasty blows myself.
Yeah, awesome. Good deal, Rogelio. I'm going to show another clip here that we have. This is another clip. Let's go with the second clip again. We're going to if the guys there, maybe somebody just joined in and is watching as well, didn't get a chance to see the first clip. They can always go back and watch the first clip during the show again. But we're going to show us a second clip from the first fight, the first pro fight that you had from a different angle. And then also we have some footage here with about a little 10 and 12 second clip that you had when you were just, getting some practice in there. But let's check this one out right quick, and we'll be right back, guys. Check this one out. All right. There you have it, right there. That was another clip from the first, pro fight that he had there against his opponent there, which was you defeated the guy correctly. All right, that's
First
yeah,
time out of there. Yeah, like that was my first time dropping somebody.
yeah,
To be honest. But that's because I only have 2 amateur fights, and
yeah.
I kind of rushed too much on that clip. But you live and you learn, and I was eager to keep calm but try to get him out of there at the same time. So
Right.
it's different underneath the lights. Everything's just zoned in. It's just you two. It's
Yeah.
very unique. I can't explain it. It's not like fighting in the backyard with all your homies there. It's different.
Oh yeah, very, very, very different, man. And so again, December the 2nd is the date that you have for your next opponent, your next fight. You haven't gotten any wind or word on who it's going to be or not, but within the upcoming days or weeks, hopefully you'll get that information. You'll get the call. The contract's already signed for that day. All they got to do if you guys are watching out there is follow his social media page. Okay, follow his social media pages. Definitely would like to get you guys on board to follow Rogelio, and also check out the date of the fight. And where you can actually see it. If there might be a pay-per-view or something like that. You're going to be probably on a card with another main fight there as well. So you might be able to get that opportunity to check it out if you're watching all the boxing fans, and I know we have a lot of boxing fans here in the state of Texas as well. So he's trying to grow his name, he's trying to grow his brand. So we definitely appreciate that, and we'd love to have these guys on here week in and week out. And this is episode 3, okay, and this is my third guest here. Rogelio's is my third guest. We've got another one, not next week because it's going to be a holiday week, but the following one we'll sure cap it up with another boxer as well. And these guys are coming out of the same gym. They're all training there at Old School. So we'll see who we got next. But in the meantime, we have Rogelio with us today, and we do definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule, but to be here with us on the show to share a little bit about your boxing career and what you got going on for you and what's in the plans for the future.
No, I appreciate it, Keith. Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me a chance to talk a little bit about myself and the fight on December 2nd. Yeah, hopefully I'm planning on fighting. Hopefully I'll get tickets soon, and I think I'm pretty sure the guys are going to come. But if not, like I said, we can't predict the future. Everybody's lives are crazy, so I'm just gonna keep showing up and keep training.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Let's see. Let me send a couple more shout outs here that we got watching right now. JB Flores is watching. Kelly Delgado is watching. Also Hector Ruiz, Ismael Castillo, Alejandro is watching. También Joe Angel is watching. Anna Marie says thank you, Roger. She definitely says thank you for being on the show. That's all from Mobile Combatives Medical out of Arizona, who actually sponsors the show here on Tejano Time. So yes, and a big shout out to everybody who's tuned in and watching us all over social media, whether you're on our YouTube page, whether you're on we got 3 Facebook pages right now and whatnot. So appreciate everybody taking the time to tune in here. Don't forget, every Thursday, Mobile Combatives Medical is proud to bring you Combative Chronicles. Okay, and this is episode 3. Looking forward to episode 4. We will not have a show next week, but the following week after that, we will definitely have one for you. And my special guest today again was Rogelio, and he is out of Arizona, Texas. Okay, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, should I say? Wow, I flipped that whole damn card. But yes, definitely an up-and-coming fighter out there. He's had a few amateur fights, and now he's on to his second pro fight. All right, he's a pro boxer, licensed pro boxer. Doesn't get any better than that. So he wants it. He wants to do it. He's hungry. So is there anybody out there that's definitely up for the challenge, man? This guy is ready. I know he's got a fight December 2nd, but what's in store for the 2024 year is yet to come. But I'm sure it's going to be a bright one. So keep your head up, keep doing what you do, bro, and get that training in. How it goes day in and day out. You know what you got to do to prepare for a fight. And what about this? I didn't ask you about this. I know again you got a fight coming up in a few weeks. like fight week. How does that is that for you? You know what I mean? I know it takes a toll on a lot of fighters because there's a lot of things you cannot have and you cannot consume during that week. You know what I mean? And you're on strict. I wouldn't say strict, but I mean you have so much of a like a diet type of thing. You know, where there's a lot of things you cannot intake.
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking for myself, I'm not pretty sure everybody has different experiences with weight loss. But for sure that last week I have to zone in and just make sure my body is responding right, and make sure that I'm not killing myself to make the weight. So yeah, it's very important, and we all have our different methods, our little secrets on how we cut weight.
Yeah.
So, I have mine too.
Definitely. Put that back in the bag. Don't let nobody know about that secret, huh? Yep, for sure. One more clip before we go, guys. I definitely want to show you this clip right quick. He's getting a little bit of work in right here. I'm not sure when this is, but this last clip, we'll play it first, and then he'll talk about it after the fact. All right, so after we play it. So check this one out right here, the Tejano Time Podcast. Wow, that was a quick deal. But I mean, hey, you were getting some stuff in there, just showing a little bit of what you can do.
Actually,
how hard you can punch as well.
That's interesting. That was that coach I was telling you about, Coach Cruz. I think that was the first time I ever did mitts with him ever.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Times went by so fast. A lot of things happen.
Yes.
I think he's gonna help me make some tamales for this.
After the fight. After the fight. So. Yeah. That'll work. Heck yeah. Yeah. You can always enjoy a dozen of tamales, right? For sure. Well, Esther, again, thank you again, Rogelio. We definitely appreciate you taking the time, join us on the show, man. We look forward to the best in the future that you got to hold for us in 2024. And your next fight, we wish you the best of luck on December 2nd as well. Once you get your opponent, definitely let us know. Just hit us up, send us a message, so we got, we can start. We'll talk about it, mention it, right? For the listeners that we have here, on Tejano Time as well, on the radio as well. Definitely shoot us a text or something like that and let us know when you do definitely get that opponent, or definitely reach out to Anna as well and keep up with all that. But for sure, man, we thank you so much, man. Go back in there and get some more training again before the night is over with.
Yes, sir. Hey, it was nice meeting you, Keith. I appreciate it.
Likewise, man.
You had to get me on that music you were talking about earlier.
That Tejano.
Yeah.
Definitely keep you in the loop on that one, my brother.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Have a good night. God bless.
Yeah, God bless. All right.